50 blades of grass, getting all the dirt. Welcome to February 2026 podcast.
Good morning, John. Thanks for taking the time on a wet, rainy day. Um, Speaking of the rain usually is very helpful for the course, as the grass grows and everything else grows. But sometimes these storms could be a potential negative effect. Can you please comment on why the current rain what impact it has had on the course and the maintenance activities?
So to date, we've had about 4.5 inches in February here. So as of this morning, actually, it will impact our maintenance activities. We want to be careful with surface conditions, so a lot of the heavier mowing doesn't get done until it's firm enough to do so. We concentrate on drainage. We concentrate on bunker raking and repair, moving that sand around back up to the faces where they belong.
Yes.
And we'll do miscellaneous tasks around the course, just as far as general cleanup, weeding, things of that nature. We, as of this morning, we're working on the vineyard to kind of clean that up.
Mhm.
Some perimeter areas of the club. We go over to tennis, take a look at those landscapes as well.
Okay.
So the staff stays busy out, on the golf course. We do have a lot of internal stuff we have to do with equipment, detailing, washing it down, servicing some of the equipment there before it goes out.
Yes. I noticed as I was playing yesterday, the bunkers on 18 were they were actually swimming pools. They must be the old varieties because they don't drain well.
Yeah, we did have to take a sump pump out there. Again, it's actually time to take a look at the clean outs on the drainage. Some of
Okay.
that might be impacted. Those bunkers drain right into that stream.
Okay.
So if that, if that stream is full of water, it's slow to drain at
I
the
got
same
it.
time. And
Okay.
but it does drain into other areas. But we just have to go through it and make sure we can get everything clear.
Okay.
Speaking of bunkers and the effects of rain, here is a result of what took place with the improved bunker design. As you can see on the left, that was the old design, a lot of puddling. And based on the repair work that we did, you can see the storm that took place last week shows that it's completely draining. And the same result shows on the further bunker on the right-hand side on number one.
Speaking of bunkers, last week I played a few rounds down at Palm Desert at the Marriott courses. And let me tell you, your bunkers are outstanding compared to theirs. It was almost like hitting in a concrete bunker. They were wet, solid, and nothing below them. So people that complain about our bunkers, don't go down to the Marriott at Desert Springs. Anyway, just a little side note. We have the March closure, less than a month away. Can you please let us know what are some of the things the team is planning to address during the closure?
So our spring aerification is going to involve aerification of pretty much all surfaces on the course.
Okay.
We're obviously going to be concentrating on green and tees. Then we go over to fairways. The whole process includes, as far as the core cleanup, the amendment adding, will be overseeding on fairways, top dressing of rough areas. I'm still trying to figure out if we're going to go do a dry jack this year. We have some certain amendments we want to put into our profiles. Dry jack can do it, but to be honest, I don't have a lot of confidence in the franchisee that does the work. So we'll have to wait and see on that.
Okay.
But typically, it's not only do we do the aerification process and the amendment sanding process, we will be taking a look at our irrigation system, our satellites. We do all that stuff pre-starting the system up. We may have pump station PM check, cleaning out filters, things of that nature before the season really starts.
Okay. All right, good. You frequently sand and verticut the greens. What value does that contribute to the health of the greens?
Well, primarily that's for surface trueness. We do like to thin out the POA. It gets a little clumpy every now and then, but really want to work in sand to the upper profile, the crown area of the turf plant itself. The aerification will take care of the lower profile areas, working on, again, the benefits of that, organic management, mat layer management, just the biology of the lower profile. But we'd like to do more verticutting and light sand top dressing through the season.
Now don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to get notified when new podcasts come out.
So that leads into my next question, which is, last year I know you'd shared the data of the health of the greens by doing profiling, getting a
Right.
core. Have you seen any improvement over the past year?
To date, we haven't done an analysis yet, but the last two profile, again, we're only looking at certain greens we've had issues with before, number
Okay.
3 and 4 especially,
Okay.
but they have shown some forward progress. I mean, we're nowhere near where we want to be, but that just takes time. Again, it's just managing that mat layer, that interface between the sand underneath all the way up to the surface.
Yeah. One other question is, with these heavy rains, how are the drainage systems working on the course? I played on yesterday and it seemed to be pretty firm, not a lot of sogginess, but I'd appreciate your comments.
Well, we had, excuse me, we had almost 2.5 inches the day before.
Uh-huh.
We had 3/4 of an inch last night. There is some standing water on fairways right now. We did have a little bit on some greens, but everything seems to drain okay. The systems are working.
Okay.
Once the profiles are field capacity or saturated, it just takes longer to drain down.
Mm-hmm. Any changes or improvements on hole 14 just before the lake
We
in
haven't done.
terms of drainage?
It's still wet there. We haven't done any drainage work as of yet,
Okay.
but it has shown a lot. It's a better surface than it was several years ago.
Okay. And really, the final question is, I know that you've been doing repairs to the pathways with the internal crew. Do you have any plans to address a few of the other unevenness that I've seen throughout the course on the pathways?
So we're going to continue path work that was started last season. We have holes number 6, 15, and 6, 16, and 13 that are priority.
Okay.
There are outlying areas in between sections on holes 4 and 5, but they're not as bad as those 3 I mentioned, 6, 13,
Okay.
and 15. 16, please.
Okay. All right, good, John. That's all I have for today's session. I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll catch you up with you next month.
Good talking with you, Jim. Thanks.
Thanks again, John.
Now don't forget to send me those questions. That makes this podcast go. So remember, send them to this email address right up here. Thanks again for your help. Or you can add your questions below in the comment field. And don't forget to give me some likes.